In this video I want to show you how to create a little adventure puzzle. It will be a very simple example, but you can imagine that you can connect and chain up a lot of those little puzzles to create a bigger adventure. In this case, we want to have a little guard watching a door, and if you give the guard a sandwich, they will let you through to the door. So let's first create a little wall here. Let's find, this is a good brick. Now we can pass, and we place a little guard here. I already made a guard, but you can also create a new guard here. Now we clone this, but let me remove the existing script. Okay, we have our little guard. He's left facing, which is the default direction, but he will actually face us as soon as we talk to him. This is the interacting type. You can choose it once you're at rank 1. And now you want to click this little button which defines the script or the interacting for this door guardian. Open it up, and as a first little hello, he will just say like, hello, but you cannot pass here, space space, unless you make me a sandwich. How do you spell sandwich? I don't know. And we leave this empty for now, and we'll just test it for a bit. Place the guard here. He says, hello, but you cannot pass here unless you make me a sandwich. How do I make the sandwich? Let's create a little table here, and let's put a little bread on it, and then let's put a little knife next to it, and your goal would be to pick up the knife and apply it on the table to create a sandwich, and then walk over to the guard to give him the sandwich. So I hit the create button. I choose type interacting, and this time it will be my sandwich table. I also hit the attribute button to make this non-flipping, because the table won't face me as I interact with it. And I pick a brown color for the wood, and I will draw this a bit quicker than usual, just for the example. And there's a little bread on it, but there's no knife on it. I hit C and V to paste it into both cells because I want no animation. And for my interacting script, let's say gets knife gives sandwich. So if a knife is somehow used on this table, I can also use or touches knife, then it will give a sandwich. I want the person doing this to basically talk to themselves to explain a bit what happens. So I use curly brackets, and I will say I should make a sandwich as soon as the knife is applied here. So I will save this, place it here. There's actually no sandwich object returned by the table because we didn't create one so far. So let's make the sandwich. I'm picking this sandwich color that's already on the table, and I'm using type holdable, and I name it sandwich. And there's my sandwich, a bit with tomato in the middle, and maybe some butter as well. Butter. Hit OK. Let's test it. Okay, this is my sandwich. This works. Now I need to reassociate this sandwich with the table. I just clone the table, and I hit this button, which is the object list. and I add the sandwich here. Now you can see sandwich and sandwich, and now it knows what to give me. I delete the old table, drop it here again. Now I need a knife. Without the knife I can't make my sandwich. I should probably actually tell this to the person interacting. I should make a sandwich with a knife. Maybe this is a bit too easy now, but just for example purposes. I walk over here. I can see it's a sandwich table. I interact by pressing space. And now I'm saying I should make a sandwich with a knife. So let's place a knife here. I create again. I pick type holdable, but in this case I'm actually switching to equipment. You don't necessarily need this to be an equipment, but in this case it's more fitting. I draw a little holder and a little knife part. Again, I'm drawing this very quickly. You might want to spend much more time on it. Okay, I'm happy with this now. Click OK. Let's test this. I'm holding the knife, I'm walking to the table, I'm applying the knife, and I got my sandwich. Now, what happens? I cannot yet give the sandwich to the person because I didn't yet script this. So let's do that. I hit create, clone old, and I will click the guard and it will be cloned into the creator. And now we want to make sure when they get sandwich, they will say thank you. I'm not using curly brackets this time because it's not self-speech, it's the speech of the avatar, of the guard. And now there's a little command to remove this solid. To look up the command, I'm switching to the interacting help, which is manyland.com/info-interacting. How do I remove something? I want to scroll a bit to find the part in the tutorial where it talks about removing something. And this would be I think it's called places, so let me search for places. Ah, there it is, placing things. Now I want to read through the tutorial on placing things for all the syntax details, but basically it's /places, then the amount of time that this new thing is placed, and then the name of the object to place and the coordinates relative to the interacting. In my case, I actually want to place nothing to the left of the guard. So let's do that. The guard places for, let's say, 4 seconds, nothing at x minus 1 and vertical 0, same height, same vertical position. And let's test if that works. I just made my sandwich and I want to give it to the guard. Hit space and he says thank you and I can pass. And after 4 seconds the door is back. To make this a little easier if you return, you would want to add an invisible signal here to automatically open the door again, because you don't have the sandwich at the moment. And this was just one very short example of how to create a quest puzzle. A longer example is New Polis. New Polis is a little adventure world where you can enter houses, where you can talk to NPCs, where you have to solve little riddles, where you have to hack a computer to enter the gym, where you have to find special objects to open safes, and so on and so forth. So to get an impression of a longer adventure, try to play New Polis for a while and see what can be done. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Try to read through the interacting help that is here, and if you have any more questions, You can ask them at the board, or send us an email, or ask any of the Manizens who are experts in interactings. Hope you enjoyed this. Bye bye and see you in the next tutorial.